Hello, and welcome to another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Morenatsu, the original Koya's Route. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can go down to the link in the description, or you can download and play it for free, at your own discretion of course. And because this is an age game, we're going to be skipping over any age content we come across. And luckily for me, I looked ahead because there actually is age content on this episode, which, we'll be skipping, because YouTube policies, because heckin' YouTube. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we basically did band stuff. In this Let's Play, well, I guess I already said that. So, let's start. A beautiful melody filled up the area. Kaisuke-san's drums, Jun-kun's bass, Yuki-san's singing voice, also Koi's guitar. All of that overlapped each other and settled into one song. I listened to it, and the mood was great. That's what I felt, all the way down to the very end. Koi's face seemed very low-key today. Today also had a string of repeat performances. Today also had everyone said that it was more synthetic than yesterday's. This time, even I noticed that it wasn't really that well played. The pitch was evidently starting to waver. Yesterday, when Koya opened up about his impatience, it didn't disappear, and instead seemed to become something that really bothered him. I could tell how painful it was, and more than anything, I was most irritated by it. As I quietly kept watching, Koya continued on with the song. I was worried. Yesterday, Koya said that he'd show me he could get over it. It's not that I didn't have faith in him, but I was concerned. Words of support repeated themselves in my mind, feeling almost like a prayer. That was the only thing I could do. Before long, the end of the song approached. This hope-invoking melody of a lonely future left a drawn-out note and then faded out. A silence was born, but it was torn down immediately. Koya, are you okay? You seemed worried. You seem out of it, the tone said. You can always say something we're here for you, right? I'm sorry, really. Koya laughed apologetically as he responded. Yeah, but I was able to tell. That laugh was forced. I figured that to begin with. I'd go up to Koya and hand out drink bottles. Okay, here you go, Koya. Oh, thank you. With that short comment, he took the bottle from my hand. For just a second, he looked kinda tired. Since he hasn't been playing up to scratch, I think he's getting irritated and getting worse. For now, it might be best to take a break. Guys, how about a break? Now's a pretty good time for one, since you've been going non-stop for a while. That's true. I'm starting to get tired myself. But what do you think, oh glorious leader? Huh? Okay, let's take a break then. You're fine with that, Jun? Jun-kun gave a sudden nod, and it looked like everyone agreed. Everyone sat down on the floor to relax. After I handed the drinks out to the other three, I returned to my chair by the wall. Even if it was just a little, it'd be great if this improved Koya's mood. Seriously though, what's up with you, Koya? You don't seem like yourself. Yeah, something's different. Feels like you're trying to rush something, but am I imagining things? Apparently I'm rushing things too. Yeah, wolves can only read so well. For some reason, this conversation is making me uncomfortable. Kaisuke-san and Yuki-san are both saying strangely familiar things. It's like they don't know about Koya's promise. Yeah, it's like your head's already gone off the head. Could that be it? That Koya hasn't told him about it yet? My heart started beating uncomfortably in my chest. I mean, it's true that Kaisuke-san and I can't be around here in the next 4 months, so I can get being impatient because of that. Where are you guys going? But how about relaxing a bit? Just a bit. Koya? Yeah, let's just like Jun and Yuki said. It's not like the next contest will be the last one. Well, not many of us go on with this kind of thing in public, but just take a load off for a while. Koya stood up, interrupting Kaisuke-san. Then, I need to get some fresh air. I'm seriously sorry. As he said that and quickly left the studio, the door cracked open. All that was left was an awkward silence. Did I say something wrong? Kaisuke-san mumbled in astonishment, and the place started moving again. This isn't the time for me to be taken aback, too. I have to run after him. Sorry guys, I have to run out for a sec. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, Taku. I quickly jabbered without turning my head as I ran. I heard Yuki-san's voice behind me, but I didn't have the time to turn to look at him. The door cracked open. Oh, he's gone. Oh man. Maybe I should go too? No, stop. Dark-kun probably knew something which could be related to why Koya was so wound up. Next one might be the last one. Last contest for Koya. Jun, did you hear something about this? No. But somehow, that's the feeling I had. And what happened just confirmed it. When Dark-san came over all of a sudden, I thought it was a bit strange. Then when I saw the two of them, I had that feeling they weren't calm. Oh? And then I said there'd be the next time. Maybe. I think they were worrying about it. Something must have happened in Minasato. But we don't need to worry. We are forever with. That's what Koya said. It says this isn't over. So many things and so many and people can be put after with. And one day, it'll be one word. Koya helped us all. That's why he made us this word. He felt his friends were the most important thing, more than anything else. But up until now, Koya couldn't help anybody. Since he won't say he'll help himself, we didn't notice. However, there's now a person who can help Koya. If that person stays near Koya, it'll be okay. Still, kind of regret it. Jun, you're unusually talkative today. Not really. So you're shy. Hey, you're so shy, man. But I see. If it's like that, I guess we need to think up a reprimand instead of an apology, huh? We're forever with, after all. Oh, we're gonna see a sad Koya. Store interior was completely dark. Since closing time has passed long ago, the manager was also gone. But right now, none of that mattered to me. Chasing after Koya was the only thing on my mind. That thought kept circling inside me. I ran past all the instruments around me, then stood at the front of the entryway. Hurry, my feelings urged me on. It should have been a simple thing to turn the key, but it refused to open. I bit down my lower lip, and the pain made me calm down. The lock turned. I was able to push the door open. I suddenly noticed somebody's presence to my left. Because of that, I thought to start looking around. I slowly turned my head, and there I saw him. It was Koya. He should have been outside. The only lighting in the shop was from the window. From there, the moonlight shone in on the walls. Weren't you going to get some fresh air? That was a lie. He peered without looking at me in the eye. Everyone's worried. Sorry about that. Keisuke-san's kind of overwhelmed. He has his honesty, even though it's my fault. You didn't tell him about the promise, did you? If that's the case, he didn't tell them. This could be the last contest. I wasn't planning on telling them until the end. Even if I don't do well for now and go home, I didn't plan on quitting the guitar. When we started, the four of us, we all decided to go through with it. If any of us left, it'd be the end of Musicus. That was the promise. That's why I planned on continuing no matter what. I want to be a member of this band. I didn't want to make them worry too much. I didn't want to make anyone worry. Worry about what would happen if this band split up. Is that why you thought it would be okay to go through this all by yourself? Yeah. Koya confirmed it in his voice. That sounded like it'd go out any second. I feel like I've seen this Koya before. Right now, what are you thinking about? When Keisuke said that there would be a next time, I didn't know what would happen to me. I don't intend on stopping, but if I couldn't go on... When I thought that, I didn't know what I should do. Keisuke, Yuke, even June, they all still encouraged me, even after that. I couldn't carry all this by myself. Even though he taught me, that night at the river, I made the same mistake again. Koya spoke in a whisper. His voice was shaking. He really is sorry about it. And I should have been able to rely on you more. Koya cast his eyes down. A single tear ran down his cheek. In this faint moonlight, it reflected a glint. Koya. Most likely, I think Koya started to forget the times he relied on other people. Koya, who left home after graduating from middle school. Because of a fight, he ran out and started living alone. When Koya's trying to figure out how to live alone, he was desperate. People aren't meant to be independent at 16, after all. During that time, a lot of people must have helped him. People are meant to support each other, I think. Then, somehow, he started trying to fend for himself. After that, Koya must have stopped relying on people. He's probably forgotten how to do that now. That's where I'm guessing that came from. This absolute kindness of his. More than anyone, he hated to see people hurt. So, if it's for his friends, he'd help at the risk of his life. But since he's forgotten how to depend on others, I don't know how to best help him. In the end, he's become this awkward. I think his real self is strong. That's why he stood alone. Sadly, that strength became tied to fragility. To me, that's what it felt like. Still, that can be changed, bit by bit. It's not the same thing. Dark? You didn't make the same mistake. This time, you didn't notice it yourself. It's different from that time. Koya, you already know the best thing to do, don't you? I walked one step closer to him. If I put my hand out, it'd be within arm's length of him. Since he's leaning his back on the wall, his face was right in front of me. Dark. In the midst of his crying, Koya said my name. And at last he was looking at me. I gently held him close to me, his tears running into my chest. If you're done thinking about your regrets, how about you come back to everyone? After all, they're all waiting for you. He said nothing and cried quietly into my chest. He said nothing more, gently stroked his head. Oh, welcome back. When we got back to the studio, Kaisuke-san's smile greeted us just like always. He didn't say anything after that. He must be waiting for one of us to speak up. Koi had a reasonably longer relationship with everyone else. Rather than leaving things unsaid, there are probably parts in there better heard for themselves. I'm pretty sure that earlier, everyone figured out what Koi was thinking. And then they came to the correct conclusion. That's why they aren't talking. They were waiting for Koi to speak up first. Koya. I urged him on with a look as I stood just behind him. Yeah, I get it. After spawning, he took a step forward and opened his mouth. Guys, I'm really sorry about worrying you. I'm alright right now. But before we get back to practice, there's something I want to tell you all. Okay? Alright. What is it, Koya? Yuki-san kindly spoke in a voice that said he'd be there for him. The others waited for Koya in the same way. I think it might be possible that the next contest will turn out to be my last. I think you all know that I ran away from home. The other day, I promised I'd go back, if the next result brings nothing. I thought I wanted to take responsibility. If I go back home, I don't plan stopping with the guitar. But just maybe, things might not work out that way. Lately, I think I haven't been doing well, because I've been thinking about that. I took it upon myself, and went under. I tried moving quickly, to not worry you guys, and I ended up causing trouble instead. Seriously, I'm sorry. If it depended on you guys more, it would have been better. I'm truly, honestly sorry about that. Koya hung his head a little. However, everyone was fine with just that. I see. Yep, you said it. If you kept going on like before, you'd probably never say anything until the very end. But you better not do that again next time. We're forever with. All of us here. They've got dog tags with that carved into them. That was the phrase you picked out for us. It was a bit too long, but the last word was supposed to be us, wasn't it? That's why it's just like you said. You can count us more. Actually, rely on us. We're always together with, right? Kaisuke-san smiled and laughed without any worries. He's always had this careless attitude about him, but he really is a peerless leader. Peerless? Maybe that's supposed to be fearless? That's what I thought. After all, he just settled all of this with nothing but a smile. It's just like magic. Sorry, Kaisuke. It's fine. Apologizing so much wears me out. Now, since you've come back, and we know the story, let's make a new circle with our feelings. It's called the Feeling Circle. A circle? Something crazy again? Have a hexagon. It'll be fine. We did it a lot when we were setting up the band, didn't we? It'll be exactly what we need if we want things to be the way they were. Enough complaining. Come on. You too, Jun. Koya? That hurts, Kaisuke. Okay. Just let go of my neck. Are you going to strangle me? Kaisuke-san caught Yuki-san under his arms. After seeing that, both Koya and Jun-kun moved next to Kaisuke-san. Come on. Don't just stand there, Dark. Come over here. Me too? What are you saying, oh great manager? You're an important fifth member, of course. Well, I am, I guess. I was honestly happy. Kaisuke-san's word made me unexpectedly annoyed, but I put up with it as I ran over. After settling between Koi and Jun-kun, I leant into the circle. All of us came face to face with each other. Alright, we're at the next contest. It's gonna be the biggest landslide win ever. I'm not joking when I say our futures hang on it. Losing is impossible. So much so that you'll die if it somehow happens, okay? We are forever with. Well, we'll win for sure. Yeah. 5 voices became one. I'm sure with our bonds, we can't lose to any other group. Because, this is like Japanese manga anime stuff, and friendship somehow beats everything. Koya's bike cut straight through the night. Today's practice ended on that note. Everyone steal up your feelings tonight, our leader ordered. There's no objections. It seems like everyone there could use a break. All of us believe that Koya was essential. Everyone spent all day practicing hard. At this point, there are no talks about the basics. Tomorrow's practice is the last day we get. The only thing left to do now is to make the performance as ideal as possible. It's a basic task, but it's also extremely difficult. The most crucial thing here is definitely everyone's hearts. If we're prepared, it should be business as usual. However, the situation's different this time. That's possibly why we needed a new resolve. The conviction to overcome the pressure of losing, that sort of determination. I'll probably have to steel myself too. Everyone is recognizing me as the fifth. The only one who wouldn't be ashamed of the title. The only one? The one who shouldn't be ashamed of the title. My arms are clasped tightly around Koya's waist. That helped me calm down a little. It's okay. We can do this, my mind mumbled, as if to convince me. The bike sped up a little. In what I felt was a blink of an eye, we were back in Minasato, and the roar of the engine ceased. I really caused a lot of trouble today. Sorry to see me in such a pitiful mood. As soon as we got inside, Koya spoke up. I laughed at that, waved my hands in dismissal. Nah, you weren't really. People have times like that on occasion. I didn't see it as pitiful either. It actually made me happy to feel like you trusted me. It's embarrassing. Stop saying that. He bluntly spoke his mind. Then, in the subsequent movement shyness, he looked at the floor. His face was red. I thought it was kind of cute, so I considered teasing him just a bit longer. In the end, I decided against it. No, it's more I couldn't say anything. Silence moved in to fill the space between us. There are plenty of things that could be said. Something to tease Koya with, or maybe some other topic. But this timing, combined with the mood Koya was in, made me hesitate to say anything. It felt like my chest was rumbling, and it feels uncomfortable in here. Can't move at all. Something I felt recently. Hey, Dark? His face was still red. Koya just suddenly spoke up. He looked straight at me. I could feel something in that gaze. Suddenly, the scene in front of me overlapped with images in my head. What I saw was the day of the summer festival. The memory of when we sat on the stone steps, waiting for the fireworks. When I became aware of the memory, my heart began beating faster. Do you remember the day of the festival? Yeah? At that time, I was seriously about to tell you. But after that, things kept getting in the way. I'm sure that if I don't say it now, I'll never be able to. That's why I'll say it now. Dark? Koi continued on. Maybe he realized it. These were the same words he used before. Still, I didn't know what was gonna come after them. My heartbeats reverberated through my body, thumping loudly in my ears. As Koi pierced through me, I couldn't look away. My chest constricted painfully. In the moment he paused, I felt kinda sick. It felt like I was trapped in an illusion that would never end. However, that wasn't true, as Koi soon found the words he lost that day. And this time, they wouldn't be interrupted. I'm in love with you. My heart stopped ringing in my ears. Inside my head, everything was going pure white. I don't understand what he's saying. I was a little interested when he came back. Then, after we started living together, my feelings grew deeper. Saying it to anyone else doesn't feel that special. But when I say it to you, I feel so happy. I don't really get it myself. At the start, I wondered if it was all in my head. But it's not like that at all. Today really brought it home to me. I love you. Or that's a weird way of saying it. I don't say much. That's the second time he said it. This time, I was able to catch a bit of it. So this would be that? Confessing is fine. Right? Really? Really? You aren't lying? I'm not lying. Words wouldn't come out. I should be saying something. Thank you? I'm joking. Are you okay with me? When I finally got something out, Koi nodded vigorously. It made me so happy, I felt like crying. But I can cry later. Right now, I have to actually answer him. I feel the same way about you. So, how do I put this? I can't say it all that well, but my train of thought was lost then. My field of vision suddenly darkened. Koya was hugging me tightly. Koya? I was so surprised by the action, I lost my tongue again. Sorry. When he said you felt the same, I felt so happy. Do you want me to stop? No. Staying like this is fine. Besides, I feel the same. With things like this, there's nothing left to say. I moved my arms around Koi's back, then hugged him tightly in return. Being so close to him, he felt so very warm. I didn't really understand where things are going, but it felt so comfortable. As I was wrapped up in his warmth, a sense of inexpressible happiness filled me. My head gradually emptied out, almost as if I was floating out into space. It's a mysterious feeling. Dark? Hearing Koya say my name, I raised my head. Koya's beautiful golden eyes were right there. The image of my expression was reflected in them, and with each passing moment, it got larger. Koya was slowly bringing his face close to mine. I could feel his faint breathing so near to me. Soon, there won't be any distance between us. And suddenly, that distance became zero. Our lips touched as though drawn to each other. Even after parting, a sweet numbness remained. I spoke, almost reflexively. Quite, yeah? From just that, Koi picked up on what I wanted to do. Dark? You sure? Yeah. If it's with you, I wouldn't try it. I think. After telling him this, Koya smiled slightly. A thump pounded my chest in response. Just that one tiny gesture felt so adorable. Koya slowly closed his eyes. At that moment, at the same time, drawing his lips closer again. I think I might need to cut it here. We'll see how far I can go. I closed my eyes and waited for the time to come. He kissed again. This time, it was just different from the fleeting touch we had before. Koya breathed in and pulled me close. Then he pushed his long tongue to my mouth. Okay, it's getting a bit more, spicy, so I think we'll cut it here. Yeah. And we're back. I might have prematurely, ended that, but, better safe than sorry. After feeling on that, I drifted into sleep as softness wrapped around me. What I felt then, more than anything else, was a moment of great happiness. So yeah, if you want to go see that, it's probably somewhere on the internet. And of course, you can download the game for free. So, just go to the link and do that. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of Morenatsu, the original Koya's Route. If you want to play this game, then please, go to the link in the description where you can download and get it for free. And of course, comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, and all that shit. Also, if you want to help my YouTube grow, like, subscribe, and check out other videos, because that does the algorithm shit, and also makes me feel good. And also spay neuter your animals, so they don't evolve into anthropomorphic hunky huskies that you want to blow. And until next time, Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of Morenatsu, the original Koya's Route. See ya.